What is the fiercest weapon in your arsenal?
The truth.
The category of work you cannot master.
Doesn't exist.
Well, I just don't see any problem here. You are my son, whether you're Ted or Tad, whether you live in Napa Valley or Pine Valley. You are my son, and you will never forget me.
Not in 1,000 years.
And I want you to tell my grandchildren about me.
They won't be able to shut me up.
And I want you to put my picture on your mantel with whomever.
Right in the middle, big gaudy frame.
And do me a favor.
Not so gaudy?
You know, I always wanted grandchildren. So fine, Dixie, pull her out of that mess she's in and start a family. Do it for me. Do it for Nana Orsini.
Wait a minute. It doesn't bother you about my other life?
Does it bother you about my dancing to this divine music?
I'm delighted.
Then that goes double for me.
You really are something.
Oh, if you think I'm something, you should see my son. Well, you think you can handle this from here? I really got to get back to your father. Oh, he'll want to know all about you. You know, I was just trying to remember one of your jokes.
I love you, Mother.
Give the man a zoo pass and he falls apart from gratitude.
Private joke?
No. Dixie and I are taking Junior to the zoo thanks to Haley and Stewart.
Nice work.
Yeah, well, I specialize in covert action.
Yeah, well, I'm going to call Adam in Chicago. Make sure he's not coming home early.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, really, we've come this far. We don't want to slip up now.
Haley and Stewart fixed it so Junior could spend last night at Dixie's house.
I am impressed.
But not surprised, huh?
No. Never surprised.
You know, you tried to tell me, and I just wasn't hearing. She's a good girl. I knew that, but I guess I forgot it.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Take good care of her. Don't make her work too hard, all right?
Brian, you are not going on a satellite launch. You are going to the Center City Zoo. Your survival chances are excellent. So, save the Haley testimonial for my golden years.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the matter with you? You have too much coffee today?
See you guys, all right?
You'll send the bellhop as soon as possible. Thank you. All right, if there's a flight in an hour, we can make it if we hurry.
Good. Sooner the better.
Yes, hello. Adam? Stewart. Hello. Hi, how is everything? How's your business going? Are you all right? Oh, sure. I just called to tell you that Adam Jr. can't call you before he goes to school this morning. He's not here. Haley took him out to go ice skating. Bright and early. Well, don't worry about it. You know how much he loves those ice skates. I understand. So, anything you want to say? I mean, to Adam Jr.? Want me to tell him that you'll be home in time to tuck him in tonight? I'll be back before he's home from school. You mean tomorrow? No, I'm cutting my trip short. Why? Are you coming home now? You don't have to. Take your time. Haley and I have everything under control here. I'm sure you do, Stewart, but I have something very important to tell you. So I'm catching the next flight out. Well, if you have something important to tell me, why don't you just tell me now over the phone? Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Okay? I'll see you soon. Okay? Come on, Dixie. Come on, be home. Be home. Come on, answer. Be home. You're not home. She's not home. Now what am I going to do?
How did he sound?
He's a nervous wreck, trying to cover for Dixie. Stuart's a terrible liar.
One of the many fine qualities he doesn't share with me and you.
Well, that ends as of today, my lady. From now on, you and I tell the truth and live with the consequences. And we do it together.
I hope we're not too early. Oh, are you kidding? Peterkins was up at 4:45 a.m., and as soon as I got him settled down, then Palmer started in. Crying for breakfast? Well, not exactly, no, but he's speechifying at the Blumenthal breakfast this morning, and he likes to rehearse, so I'm the lucky audience.
Well, you sound like you had quite a morning.
Yes.
I bet you need a nap.
Well, I can nap later. I'm just so happy to see my favorite nephew. I can't believe it. I think you've sprouted up about 3 inches since I saw you last. Tell me, what is your secret, huh? Have you been swallowing some of Jack's magic growing beans?
Can I tell her our secret, Mommy?
What?
Well, yeah, why don't you show her a surprise? Go to the foyer in my purse. Get that little envelope out, okay?
What's the big mystery?
Oh, nothing. He's just excited, you know. He got to spend the night last night in his own bed.
He did. How did you finagle that? Somebody slap handcuffs on Adam or something? Hold him in a root cellar?
No, he was out of town last night, so Haley and Stuart, they fixed it that way.
Haley? What, Haley? Is she your new best friend here or something?
No, it's a long story.
Well, come on, let me in on it. What's going on?
I'll tell you later, okay?
Oh, all
Here.
Is this my surprise? No, I'm so excited. What can it be? Let me... Oh, what a piece of joy this is. Isn't the sweetest thing I ever saw. I can hardly wait to show Palmer.
I want you to look at those photographs. Anytime you start worrying about Junior and I, you just look at those and you'll know that we're just fine.
When I start, well, what do you mean?
Well, I don't know, I just got so busy, you know, sorting photographs and organizing shoe boxes. I realized, you know, those people in those corny color film commercials, they're really right. You know, you got to capture these moments while you can.
Honey, is something going on here that I ought to be known about?
You know what I realized? I don't have a single picture of you and little Pete. And I'm not leaving this house until I get one.
Well, that's easy enough.
Well, good. I want one with you and Uncle Palmer in it, too, okay?
Oh, now, I don't know if I can spare that. I mean, we've only got about 57,000 of them. They're upstairs. I got them in a box in the baby's room. I'll get it.
Okay. Hey, want to see little Pete? Do you mind if he goes with you?
Well, heck no. We got to be quiet, though. Do you want to come, too?
Oh, you know, I'd love to, but, you know, I'd want to pick him up. You know, I don't want to wake him up.
Well, you can be sure that he's always in prime form at about 4:45 a.m., all right? Come on, we're going to sneak in quiet like little mice, all right? Just take a look at that old Pete.
What are you doing, Dixie?
I had a feeling that you'd be here.
A little early for a morning constitutional, isn't it?
I'm taking the first flight back to Pine Valley. I'll sleep on the plane.
Something come up?
My life. I have to get back.
You giving up on me?
I've said all I had to say. Thanks for listening.
Brooke, wait.
I know that you need time to grieve.
I'm doing okay.
Look, I know that your life is here. Maybe I was
Maybe
unrealistic to think that...
Maybe you were right. What Nola gave me, no one can take away. It's part of me, permanently. Goes with me wherever I decide to go. And I think I've decided to go back with you to Pine Valley.
Uncle Paul, I know you gave me most of these pieces, and I love you for it, but I'm going to sell them. I'm setting up a trust fund for Junior, hoping that will demonstrate to Adam and the judge
Oh, now wait,
that...
hold it. You don't have to demonstrate a damn thing to Adam, or to his judicial lackey.
Adam's trying to make me look like this crazy tramp. How many crazy tramps do you know that set up a trust fund for their child? So I'm hoping if I
Fine,
can...
fine. That's just fine. If you're going to do something, you might as well do it right.
Uncle Paul, these are hundreds. This is a fortune. I don't know what to say.
Oh, please, please, don't be silly. It's only money.
No, it's not. It's you. Your wonderful generosity and your unconditional love that you and Opal have always
Oh,
shown
now,
me.
come on, come on. It's a little early in the day for a family retrospective, hmm? Anyway, I'd like you to hold that sweet thought until sometime when I interfere in your family things unwanted. Anyway, I think you ought to think about getting that stuff to a bank.
Uncle Paul!
Hey, Junior, I didn't know you were here. Well, good to see you again.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't I get Flossie to scare up some breakfast for us? We can just chow down on waffles and pancakes and sit around, shoot the breeze like the old days, the four of us. How do you say?
It sounds really great, and I'd sure love to, but Junior and I are really in kind of a rush. You know my picture?
Oh, well, yeah, sure. There you go, honey.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You're the greatest family in the whole world.
Well, we think so.
Come on, baby, we gotta get ready. Let me get your coat here.
Here, you want me to help
There
him?
you go, yeah, what you think?
Come on.
Just put this in here.
Let's get into this, mister. You gotta get going. I don't know what.
No, I love you guys. You take care of yourself,
Oh,
okay?
of course, sweetheart. And you take care of yourself, too.
Now, don't worry about me. I'll be just fine, okay?
All right.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, yeah, thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the pictures. I just love them.
She seemed a bit strange, didn't she?
Well, I would be, too, if I had Adam Chandler breathing down my neck.
The minute that she gave birth to his child.
Discard her? Why would he want to do that?
Because he wanted that child all to himself. So he had to dispose of its mother. So he had this elaborate scheme to convince Dixie that she was crazy.
You mean this is psychotic?
Yes. And he managed to have her committed.
Don't touch her.
It's all right, sweetheart. I'm here.
It's all right, sweetheart. It's me. I mean,
Touch her.
she'll do.
I got her out.
That's right. You did, because you weren't afraid. Ted, you weren't intimidated ever by anybody or anything, not power or money or authority. I mean, you were convinced that you could do anything. And everybody close to you believed that. And that's why Dixie so desperately needs you right now.
To win the custody case.
Not just to win the custody case. She's fighting her own worst fear. She thinks she's losing her mind. She saw you, Ted. You're supposed to be dead, and she saw you.
On the bridge. Then it was real. I thought it was a hallucination. I saw her, too. On this bridge. It happened the night that Nola died. I just wrote it off to stress or fantasy, just plain craziness. But she disappeared. I called after her. She just took off.
Because when she saw you, she thought she was losing her grip.
Why wouldn't she answer me?
She's ready to snap, Ted.